Hey, it's Adam, and in this video I would like to talk about the dark side of meditation. And this is a very serious video. There's a lot of fucked up shit that happens to you when you meditate a lot, and not a lot of people talk about the dark side of meditation. There's a lot of purging and pain and suffering and terrible ego backlashes that come up when you do any type of spiritual practice. And this video is just going to be talking about some realistic expectations that you should have when you're embarking on a spiritual path. So, believe it or not, meditation is not all sunshine and rainbows and sitting in the forest and just blissing out and being so present to the moment and just happy, a smile on your face. And then the Buddha comes down and he sits beside me and he explains to me the nature of all of reality, and then I give him a hug and then he makes me soup and stuff like that. That's not what meditation is. It's actually the opposite. Meditation is one of the most grueling and full of suffering processes that you can go through in your entire life. The way that meditation works is you're basically sitting down, you're becoming very, very present and attuned to the present moment. And then what you'll find in the present moment is that you're fucked up mentally and physically so bad. Like you have carry so much trauma and negative mental habits and craving and anger and fear. You're just riddled with all of these things. And as you practice meditation, all of that will become very clear and apparent to you. So, when you start your meditation practice and you start meditating consistently every single day for 30 minutes, 30 minutes, you sit down, you set your timer and you do your meditation practice, you focus on your breath and you try and stay present, let thoughts go. What you're going to notice is that it seems like it's not working for a long time. For like 6 months, it seems like it doesn't even work. In fact, it actually, a lot of the time, if you're doing it properly, will get a lot worse before it gets better. Because what's happening is as you're sitting there and you're becoming aware of the present moment, you'll notice that after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you start to suffer for no reason. You just automatically start to get really angry or really, really bored or just scared or really restless, like you have to move, or you start twitching. All of that just comes up out of nowhere. From where? And the reason why that's happening is because all of your baggage that you're carrying with you is locked in your body and also in your mind, which is connected to your body. And all of that anger and fear and suffering and anxiety is playing itself out in your life. But when you're doing meditation, and you're sitting there and you're doing nothing, all of that stuff that you're carrying with you is forced to come up to the surface of your awareness, and you're put face to face with it, and you have to just sit through it. And that's why meditation is probably the most painful thing that any human being can do, because you're facing all of your suffering, and it's really courageous and it's really, really scary. And people think that when they start meditating that it's just going to be all sunshine and rainbows and everything's going to be calm and they're just going to feel better. That's not how it works. The mechanism through which you start feeling better is when you face all of your demons face to face, and you just sit through it. And eventually all of that trauma plays itself out, and then you can finally let it go in every single moment. So that anger, it's coming up, oh, I'm so angry. You know, okay, meditating, I'll just let it go. I'll go back to the breath. Okay, that's one instance of you letting go of anger. That is going to happen 1,000,000 times throughout your meditation practice. If you go on a meditation retreat, which is basically 12 to 14 hours daily of strict mindfulness meditation practice for 10 days straight or longer, you start to become hyper aware of every single moment. Every moment you're trying to be mindful and aware of it. So when you get angry, when that anger comes up from deep within you, you can let it go. So as you're sitting there, you have nothing else to do. Your eyes are closed, you're sitting there, your timer is going. You have nothing else to do but sit and just face this anger. And just, you know, breathe, stay present, allow it to happen. You're allowing everything to come up. You're not resisting it. You're not fighting it. As this fear comes up, this boredom comes up, this pain in your back, all of this, as all of that comes up, that itch on your nose, and you want to scratch it so bad, all of this is you suffering, and you just have to sit there and allow it to happen. And through that process of allowing yourself to just suffer and hurt, you're opening yourself up to feeling pain and suffering and hurt. And that is the opposite of what you normally do, which is resist and close off. So normally what people do is when they feel something they don't like, they close off. So either you're closing your body by tensing, either maybe your eyebrows, your throat, your jaw, your chest, your solar plexus area, or your sacrum, or maybe your asshole, you tense that, and what you're doing is you're closing yourself off to whatever experience that you don't like. But as you're practicing meditation, you're forcing yourself to do the opposite. Is instead of closing, you're allowing, you're opening, you're letting the thoughts come, you're allowing them come. Everything that happens, you're allowing it. And this is what is so liberating. This is what allows your mind to become like still water. Because water is taking the shape of its container. Water is the element that takes the shape of whatever situation it's in. It takes the shape of its container. So your mind being so calm and so relaxed, allowing everything, whatever happens, you allow it. Like water, it's like flowing. You're flowing with the moment. You're just allowing everything. The anger comes and it hurts, and you're thinking about this person and you want to kill them and all the terrible things you want to say to them. Good. Allow it. Allow all that to happen and just watch. Watch with detachment. The watcher is what you're trying to build your connection to. You want to build your watching ability, your ability to just watch and observe yourself suffer. That's what's happening when you're meditating. You're watching yourself suffer a lot, and just through the process of observing and watching this suffering process, just that act of observing is already going to alleviate a lot of the suffering, which is the goal. The goal, probably why you're meditating, is so that you are better equipped to handle all of the challenges that come to you in life. Whether it be a mental challenge, like an emotional challenge, maybe breaking up with a loved one, like a girlfriend or a friendship, getting into an argument, or whether it be a physical challenge. Well, I guess all challenges are mental challenges, because a physical challenge is just a mental challenge anyways, but that's why we're practicing meditation. We're strengthening our mind, not by forcing our mind to be a certain way, but actually by letting go and allowing our mind to be whichever way that it wants to be. And that process causes a lot of suffering, and it hurts a lot. To share with you some personal experiences that I've had, some very, very deep moments of suffering during meditation practice. I've had times where I'm sitting there and I'm actually crying during my meditation. It's like I don't want to sit there anymore with such passion that I actually start to cry. And it's like it's too much. Like, and then I cry while I'm meditating. And then I watch myself suffer. And then I keep meditating until the timer goes off. And a lot of the time I'll get super, super restless. Like I want to move. And then my body will actually start twitching like this. I'll literally start having a crazy twitches. And I literally can't stop it. Like I'm sitting there and I'll just twitch and I'll twitch. And it sucks. It's not fun to have very violent twitches while you're meditating. But all of these things, I sit through it because I know that all of this suffering is purifying me as a person. Because you can only care about other people, you can only empathize as deeply as you have suffered. So I understand how fucked up your mind is, because I've spent thousands of hours going through how fucked up my own mind is. I know it hurts. It's really, really bad and painful. So this is a kind of a different type of take on meditation. It's a lot more realistic, a lot more grounded. Meditation is pain and suffering, and you got to work through it, because life is pain and suffering, and you got to work through it. You work through all of your pain and anger and suffering on the meditation cushion, so that in real life situations, if someone is yelling at you and bothering you, it's nothing. It's like nothing, because you've already suffered and worked through so much pain and suffering on the meditation cushion in your own mind, that all these real world situations, it's like nothing. I just ease through it. It's like just flowing with water, because I've been cultivating my mind is like still water. Not all the time. I still get angry. Still get scared. I was really scared to make this video. I still am scared. I don't even know if it's good. This is I'm rambling a lot. It doesn't really matter. I have a lot of tension in my body right now, but I'm working through it. And I work through it every single day by practicing meditation every single day. And it hurts. And I do it anyways, because that's the point. It makes you strong. There's a caterpillar on my camera. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I am going to make more videos. I feel like I don't have a lot of clarity of like who my target audience is. And that's why my videos aren't getting a lot of views right now. So I'm just gonna work on my vision for this channel and my whole life, and you can come along for the journey. And it's gonna be really fun, and I'm gonna yell at you a lot in my videos about personal development, and we're gonna talk about how to develop yourself into an amazing human being. And I'm gonna do it myself so that I can share with you what's going on. Because I can't teach you about personal development unless I'm doing it myself. And it's a lot of pain and suffering. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.